Cordial of Nilea. Great, let's play this land here. Let's put a +1/+1 counter. Let's sacrifice. Put another +1/+1 counter. And let's attack, sacrificing the enchantment to put more lands onto the battlefield. Let's attack. Okay. Now, even if they do 2 reroad systems, we will not help them. Let's put these 2 forests onto the battlefield. It's a 10-10 now. And it's a 20-20. Unless you have some way to destroy this creature, it's game over. And that's it. One more game, one more victory on turn 3. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Chocobo Hydra mono-green deck. It's lesser expensive than the normal deck lists that plays with Chocobo and Hydra, but of course you still need some rare and mythic wild cards, but it's a lot lesser than you would need to play the full deck list that plays with this strategy here. But before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you will find a lot of different types of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my Terrasymbiosis. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import directly to your MTG Arena. So that's a mono-green, and we have some creatures here that are our main win con for this deck. And this deck here is based on the landfall mechanic. And in this case here, the landfall mechanic will apply a +1/+1 counter on your creatures, and you will make small creatures, will grow them as fast as you can, just dropping the lands and putting +1/+1 counters on the creatures that we have. So we have Llanowar Elves here just to ramp a little bit, give an extra mana to play faster in the beginning of the game. We have the Chocobo that has a landfall mechanic that says whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. We have Bristly Bill Chocobo that has the landfall mechanic and says whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And different from the Chocobo and the Hydra, you can choose any creature as target for these +1/+1 counters. And also it has another mechanic that you can pay 5 mana, and you can 5 mana, 2 green mana and 3 mana of any color, and it will double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. So you basically can win the game if you have a lot of creatures in game. You can double the amount of +1/+1 counters in it. They will become huge, and you can attack with them, especially if you have Mossborn Hydra on the battlefield. It has trample, so it's almost unblockable because it can become really huge. So the Mossborn Hydra has trample, and this creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. And also it has landfall mechanic that says whenever a land you control enters, double the number of +1/+1 counter on this creature. It will double, it will not add just 1. So it will become 1, it will become 2, then 4, then 8, 16, 32, and there you go. It can become huge in really short time. Of course, we need some ways to protect this creature, because probably they will be targets of your opponent's spells that want to destroy them. So we have here the Defender Rider, that's an instant spell, and you may choose one. You normally will choose the first option, that is target permanent you control gains X-proof and indestructible until end of turn. And that's amazing because it works just fine when someone tries to use global removal. Unless it's exile removal, it's just destroy. It says just destroy the card. You can use the Defender Rider to avoid a global removal to destroy one of our creatures, probably the Chocobo or the Hydra. Also, we have the Snakeskin Veil that's an instant spell. You can put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it gains extra proof, X proof until end of turn. You can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And we have some ways to work with spot removals. We have Bushwhack that can get a land from your deck and put in your hand. You should choose one. You can search your library for a basic land card, review it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, or you can target creature you control, fights target creature you don't control. Also, we have the Chocobo Kick that has a kicker cost if you want to pay, that is return a land you control to its owner's hand. And it says that targets creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent's control. If this spell was kicked, in other words, you return the land to your hand, the creature you control deals twice that much damage instead. So basically, you can get small creatures here and give an extra amount of damage to destroy creatures that are stronger than yours. And we have also the Hunter's Talent, that when this class enters, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Also, you may pay green mana and 1 mana of any color to go to level 2 to level up. And whenever you attack, targets attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. So it can be great for example, Chocobo that does not have trample. And for that reason, if this creature here is already a strong creature with a lot of power, with trample, you will cause a lot of damage on your opponents. And on level 3, says that at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. It's easy to have a creature with power 4 or greater, because you keep putting +1/+1 counters on it. But probably you will not have time to level up to level 3, because the game will end before you can do that. Also, we have here the Ordeal of Nilia. That's an enchantment aura that says enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, sacrifice this aura. When you sacrifice this aura, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So basically, you will may be able to put 2 +1/+1 counters when the creature already have at least 3 counters on it. And when you attack, it will basically increase even more the power and toughness of your creature. If you are playing with the Mossborn Hydra, it will double 2 times. It will make it even stronger when it's attacking and it has more than 3 +1/+1 counters. And finally, we have here the finally not yet. Finally is for the Terrasymbiosis. We have the Rider Shoopuf. That's another way that you have to put a +1/+1 counter every time a land enters in the battlefield. On the battlefield. So we have here landfall that says whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Also, you can pay 7 mana, 5 mana of any color, and 2 forest. This enchantment becomes a 7/7 beast creature in addition to its other types. So it's another creature that you have on the mid game to the late game when you have enough mana to pay the cost here. And of course, it keeps giving you a +1/+1 counter to a target creature you control every time a land comes to the game, enters in the game. And finally, we have the Terrasymbiosis. That's an enchantment that says whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, you may draw that many cards. Do this only once on each turn. So you cannot keep doing this every time you put a +1/+1 counters on a creature. But it's an amazing way that you have to keep drawing cards, and it's an amazing draw engine for this deck here. So as the cards here are all low cost, you have a lot of mana, you will be able to keep playing a lot of cards every turn you play with this deck. So we have here also the Evolving Wilds and Fabled Passage, besides the 16 forests, because this deck here, these 2 lands here, can work pretty well with the landfall, because you play them, you trigger the mechanic, then you sacrifice and get another land, it will trigger the mechanic again at the same turn. So you can basically put 2+1/+1 counters on any creature, just playing the both lands here and sacrificing them to get a forest. So basically this is the idea of the deck. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, 4 lands but no creature. No, I think I will take a mulligan. Okay, now we have a Chocobo. Something to protect the Chocobo. Yeah, we can keep 6. And let's return a forest. Let's begin with a Chocobo. No, let's wait one more turn, just to be sure that we can play the Chocobo and protect the Chocobo. Okay, great. They will have a tapped land. Okay, now we play the Chocobo, and if they want to destroy, I have a Snakeskin Veil. Actually, this turn I could play the Chocobo first, and then play the forest. But whatever. I just misplayed here now. Okay, it's a Dimir. Now we can protect it. Great. Now we can play the Fabled Passage. Let's get another forest. Great. And let's play the Llanowar Elves. Now we have a 1 mana open, in case we need to protect the Chocobo again. Storm Chaser's Talent, okay. Another elf. And what we can do? Actually, this does not protect. It was my mistake, but let's keep playing. Let's attack. And let's get 2 basic lands here to pump our Chocobo. Now they can destroy easily the Chocobo. But they have to... Okay, they will not. Great. Let's play this Ride. And let's attack with the Chocobo. Okay, Momentum Breaker. We need to destroy the Llanowar Elves. Storm Chaser's Talent. Another 1/1. Okay, we can activate this ability here. And let's attack with both creatures here. Great. Another Storm Chaser's Talent, it's not a problem. Okay, Terrasymbiosis. I will not play a land this turn, so it will not help me so much. Let's cause the damage here. Let's go to level 2. Oh, come on, man. Let's finish the game. Okay. First game, first victory. Okay, we just have a Llanowar Elves. Let's keep 7. But it will be better if we had some Chocobo or some Hydra, something like this. Okay, let's begin with the Llanowar Elves. And then we can go for ride the Shoopuf. Okay. And we can play another Llanowar Elves here. It seems to be a Reanimator deck, a Rakdos Reanimator. Oh, Primal Odin. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Let's play what? we can play another Ride the Shoopuf. And then a Fabled Passage. +1/+1 here, another +1/+1 here. And let's do the same for the next forest. Here and here. So it's a spread. We should attack, let's just attack. Okay, 6 damage. Terra Light Shatter, no problem. Now I need a way to kill both Valgavoths. I will, let's see, put a +1/+1 here and a +1/+1 here. Now it's a 4/4. Let's play Hunter's Talent, cause damage here. And let's Bushwhack here. Okay. And let's attack with both. Great. Now, I hope that they don't have a Zombify or something like this, because they can get some cool stuff from their graveyard, like the Primal Wadding or the Overlord of the Bale Merc, and it can be a problem. And with one more mana, we can play a 7/7 Beast Creature. Okay, they discarded the lands, no problem. Another forest, in this case it's a good thing. And we can apply here and apply here. It's a 5/5, they can block with both. But I can, let's see, activate the ability here and attack with the Ride the Shoopuf. If they don't, okay, a Braid. Nice play. Now they can block with both. Okay. The Infamous Cruel Claw. Oh, come on, man. Let's finish the game. Okay, one more game, one more victory. We just have the Mossborn Hydra on turn 3. And we can't do anything else on the first 2 turns. Okay, let's take a mulligan. Okay, now we have Llanowar Elves. And we have Ride the Shoopuf. Let's keep 6 and return a forest. We can begin with Llanowar Elves and then we go for Ride the Shoopuf. Whoa, it's gonna be the same deck? Actually, we can play a Chocobo right now. And we can play the... Let me see, the forest. And we can play the Ride the Shoopuf. Okay. Let's hope that's not a Golgari or something like this. Okay, starting town. It's bad news. They can be using more than just win. Okay, they didn't attack. Let's play what? Let's play Evolving Wilds. +1/+1 here. And we can play the Ordeal Nilea. Okay. Let's play another forest. And let's attack. And put more lands. Okay, they are going to destroy it. Okay, it's a 2/2, no problem. Let's put more 2 lands here. And put 2+1/+1 counters on the Llanowar Elves. Just to spread a little bit the counters. Okay, it seems that they are playing a white and green deck. A Selesnya. Yeah, it's a Selesnya. Collector's Cage. Okay, it can be a problem depending of the creature that they got here. But they don't have 3 creatures yet. Okay, defend the Rider. Let's put a +1/+1 counter here and the other here. Great. We can 5/6. Yeah, we can attack with both here. And on the next turn, maybe we can, if we have another land, we can play with the right Shoopuf, because it's gonna be another creature. And turn, and let's use it to protect one of our creatures if they try to destroy it. Collector's Cage, okay. They just have 1 creature, so it's not gonna be a problem. Okay, another +1/+1 counter. But they need 3 creatures. Okay. No problem. My turn. Okay, what can I do? We can play the Hunter's Talent. Let's cause the damage here. And that's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, we have a Llanowar Elves, and we can play the Mossborn Hydra on the next turn. Unless they destroy my Llanowar Elves. Okay. Maybe it's a control deck, a mono white. What is it? Come on, man. What you think so much? Let's play the Forest and Mossborn Hydra. Okay. They are destroying the Mossborn Hydra or the elf. Oh, because it only deals damage on tapped creature. I see. And it deals 2 damage only. So before I attack, unless they have Get Lost or something like this, I need to put 2+1/+1 counters on it. But if they have Get Lost or another spot removal, I will have a big problem. Okay, let's play Ordeal of Nilea. Great, let's play this land here. Let's put a +1/+1 counter. Let's sacrifice. Put another +1/+1 counter. And let's attack, sacrificing the enchantment to put more lands onto the battlefield. Let's attack. Maybe they have 2 reroll system. Okay. Now, even if they do 2 reroll systems, we will not help them. Let's put these 2 forests onto the battlefield. It's a 10-10 now. And it's a 20-20. Unless you have some way to destroy this creature, it's game over. And that's it. One more game, one more victory on turn 3. Okay. We have 2 Chocobos, but we don't have a way to protect them. So, whatever, we play the first Chocobo, then we play a second Chocobo and Fabled Passage. Let's play the first Chocobo. Maybe... Okay, we can't play Hunter's Talent because it will enter tapped, but we need to get rid of the Scavenger as soon as we can. But we have Bushwhack. Yeah, no blocks. Great. Let's play the Fabled Passage. 1-2. Let's get another forest. 2-3. And we can fight now to destroy this creature here. Great. And no attacks. On the next turn, we have the Hunter's Talent, and we can deal 3 damage on their creatures. Okay, another toy. Oh, we have another Chocobo here. Okay, we can play this Chocobo, this other one, and this forest. And let's attack. Okay, no problem. Now we need more lands. At least we have 2 ways here to deal damage on any creature that they may cast. Okay, another one. Great, let's play this Ride the Shoopuf. Let's play the forest. Put a +1/+1 counter in any other creature here. And we can... No, it just puts in my hand. Let's attack with fall. Great. We can destroy creatures with both cards here. Enduring Innocence. Okay, great. We can play another forest. And we can put a +1/+1 counter here. And I think they are dead. It's gonna fight. No, we don't want to fight. I want to cause just damage, because they can get life back. Let's apply here and here, and I think that's it. It's game over for you. That's it. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. Got any questions about the build or how it plays? Drop a comment, I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.